mothering the woman. I know it's not a feminist telling you not to have children. She's here to tell us the finer details of that. Karibu tena.
Asante sana.
Yeah, it's unique how you've talked to us about different periods of when a woman can be, and with the rise in teenage pregnancies, most of the pregnancies go unplanned, and it brings about with unplanned pregnancies, it brings about women, mostly women, raising children alone. Now, I'd like you to just talk to us a little bit about what the conversation is like when it comes to the kind of storytelling that you've been doing around young women and young mothers. Sorry.
We actually just said that. I feel like we don't talk enough to young women about. You will hear this often. I like to talk about sex. I like to talk about sex because people don't like to talk about it.
Yeah.
In this our country, I don't know if I can say it out loud, but in this our country, we are very, very rigid. We are very, very hesitant to talk about anything other than abstinence.
Right.
Or, when you talk about contraception, we don't like.
You're corrupting the moral fabric of our society.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right there. So I feel like we need to have a sit-down conversation. My child is 15, like I said.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't I have this candid conversation to her, like with her, about what's going to happen with her body if she has sex with a man or a young boy, you know? So I feel like we as Mothering trying to create a safe space or a platform where we can have these candid conversations that other people cringe. Like, it's this cringe-worthy conversations when you walk into a church and say, let's talk about sex. People be like, you want to get my child pregnant or something like that. So I feel like these conversations are missing in what it is we do, or where we are as a society, and that's leading to the rise. If we don't talk about it to the young people, they will go out and have sex because
and experiment,
and then babies. So we can't just keep talking about, when you talk about sexual reproductive health rights, we have to do we have to have information at our fingertips. We have to have contraception accessible. So accessibility and information is very, very key to these young people. And you know where you get your information from? TikTok. So
True.
Are many organizations actually packaging information for new media? Because we only see YouTube being one of the elements where people just have this long conversation. But they say the human being's concentration dropped from 15 seconds to 8 seconds. And that's why TikTok is quick grasping of information.
And you believe everything there that you see. And you're like, okay,
but
you said it in 8 seconds.
remember who has the money to create this information. These organizations have been operating for yonks. I'm 40 now. How am I going to think about
again?
Again, truly.
How am I going to
we believe her, guys?
How am I going to start navigating all these platforms, including Twitter? So I mean, TikTok. So as my child is 15 trying to do TikToks, how am I going to make sure that I'm using her as a test subject? How am I going to get this information to her? And it's very, very difficult because we've been doing the same things the same way all of our lives. Like if you think about how organizations operate, comms people and all that, we've been packaging the same information the same way for a very long time. So this new generation has new ideas, and we also have AI. I said I listened in yesterday. We have AI. So what does that look like for young people who are consuming information and doing search on TikTok? Like, we don't do searches anymore on Google.
True. It's a full-on search engine, and we take those recommendations very seriously.
So what stops me from just checking, searching something on sex on TikTok, and that person gives me maybe wrong information or information that I want to consume, and I just go and experiment. So this new platform gives us an opportunity as activists, as storytellers, as whoever, to figure out how to reach young people better. I think.
I agree. We'll get back into exactly how you're doing that in just a minute, but we have to take a look at the roads. Before that, we'll get into the music with DJ Nara. Of course, when we come back, we'll wrap up this conversation with a little bit more insight on the work that Amina Jasho is doing.